It's called a promo,
Shut
kid.
your
And
mouth,
if you want to
John.
be the big dog, you're going to have to learn how to do it. So go ahead.
You ready? No! I said, are you ready?
That was good. I'm glad you finally decided to pull that giant stick out of your butt and have some fun for once in your life.
You're uneducated marks! You sit there on your phones tweeting out your opinions like they're worth a damn. Let me explain something to you people. You don't know shit!
And I'd like to think that maybe this company will be better after Vince McMahon's...
New episode type. I always love new episode types. I'm getting them pulled up. This is a new episode type called On a Pole, and it's could be very deceptive. There's nothing hanging up on a pole or anything like that. It's like we're not gonna go reach up for anything on a pole, but we are using the name cleverly to inform you that we ran some polls on our Twitter. If you voted, thank you so much for participating. This is what you were voting for. This is an episode we call On a Poll, and we were about to ask and answer some polls from the public. Let's see how people feel about just some fun stuff going on. We wanted to keep it from being too problematic. You know, let me full screen our polls.
Just trying to keep things lighthearted here.
Yeah, it's fun. It's always supposed to be fun over here.
Hell yeah.
Are you ready to go through some polls?
Let's go through some polls.
I wanted to know if some people thought about this one for sure because I went on a whole promo over this. I cut a whole promo at Jay White for stealing that belt. But I asked, should Jay White have won the AEW World title at Full Gear 2023? What would you say? What would your answer been?
Oh, I'm going to say no. And I say no because dude was probably going to get injured either way.
My thing was, even though I cut that promo and I loved Max's whole run, and I felt like, too, and very much like Jay White wasn't the guy to take it. Looking back, it would have been a cool run. I had voted yes myself, but I was outvoted. Most people actually said no. 67% said no. I was of the 33 that said yes. This guy right here, this is the only person's comment I had to screenshot because it made me laugh. He voted yes first before anybody and said stop the count.
Stop the count.
All right, next one. Should Ilya Dragunov have won King of the Ring 2024? I voted yes.
All right. Remind me, who won King of the Ring 2024 if it wasn't Aaron? It was Gunther?
Yes. Yeah. And
I think he needed that, if I'm being honest. They keep doing things with him to make him lose his aura, and it's really ticking me off. Let's flash forward to 2025. You know what happened in 2025.
Yeah.
So I think he needed that. As much as I love Dragunov, and again, I feel like Dragunov probably would have got injured, and so the momentum would have been shot either way.
So surprisingly, you're saying you vote no here? Wow, that's crazy. I obviously voted yes, and so did 73% of the fans. That is just wild to like of all people. All the people.
I love Dragunov. Dragunov is my favorite wrestler, but I can also see because if I remember correctly, he got in. Didn't he get injured in that actual tournament?
I can't remember, but I wondered the same thing. Yeah, he actually might have got injured in the King of the Ring tournament, though I thought it was like right after King of the Ring tournament.
I'm not quite sure.
It was in the ballpark.
If he did, then of course, no way. Like he would have just won, and then they did nothing because he'd be on the shelf for 8. What are we on? 10 months now?
I think we all fantasy book it, but the truth of the matter is it might have just not went down no matter what. All right, next question is a personal bias question for sure. For sure, personal bias. Is Sol Ruka a future world champion? For sure or nah?
For sure or nah? That's a good question because I think Sol Ruka is definitely getting up there to be one of the best success stories of the current generation of NXT.
Favorites.
Yeah, I'd say yeah.
I voted for sure. I voted for sure. And so did 92% of the people. 92% of people say for sure.
She's super talented. Even like I know a lot of people love her for her finisher, but even outside of that, like she's very athletic. She's very innovative. Just all around great. She's got, I wouldn't say like a character, but she has enough character to where she's unique and she's fun. She's so fun.
Yeah. To the 8% that said nah, What are you doing? What are you doing?
Next time we gotta do Tatum Paxley instead.
This one, I'm down. Next on a poll too. Let's start thinking of some polls now. This one was pretty interesting though, because I think it was a hotter topic. Was John Cena's heel turn pointless? I want to know your thoughts. I'm gonna say I voted yes myself.
I think the heel run was pointless. I just think, with it being, his last run, I think a heel turn should have came no matter what. Just to do it, just to get it all done. But the whole heel run itself, although the promo against CM Punk was pretty entertaining.
Mm,
That whole thing laying on the ropes and just
yeah,
that
was a good promo. Regardless, I felt like I was never against the heel turn. I was never against the heel run. I felt like it could have just been handled better. I voted
Oh, it
yes.
definitely could have.
Definitely voted yes, and so did 81% of the people. I'm with the majority on this one. Next one is the one I looked forward to the most. I
Oh
swear.
yeah,
I needed to ask the people best version of Jeff Hardy.
I knew it.
0103 WWE Jeff, great time for sure. 0304 TNA Jeff, mega underrated for sure. 0809 WWE Jeff is I feel like that was could be a popular choice in this. That was
Really good.
you would cry if you don't think about Jeff Hardy winning the WWE title. And then 11-12 Immortal TNA Jeff was iconic.
It was iconic, but there's also,
Yeah, there's some stuff there. So out of those, who would you have picked? I'll let you go first because
I think '09. I think
makes
WWE
sense.
champion Jeff Hardy. Like,
For me, it was like, okay, I kind of feel like 09, 08 was where I would pick because I would listen to his theme song, No More Words, every Friday before school. I was trying to be as extra as to be anything like Jeff Hardy, but even looking at the list, like 0304 TNA Jeff just is so cool. And the matches that he had with AJ Styles, Abyss, Raven, it was just so many good matches. That's what I think I would vote. Now let's get to the results because this one actually with me in my head. I'm losing some sleep over this. Nobody voted for either version of TNA Jeff, and that blows my mind.
wow.
Whether you guys just don't like TNA altogether or what, that's you, do you. What's 50-50 on this? 50-50 choice. I think it was like out of like 27, 28 votes within the 6 hours we ran this. Yeah,
Wow,
well,
okay.
it would have to be an even number, 50-50. So I think it was 28 votes. 50-50 split on whether early 2000s or 08, 09.
That's a crazy. Like, I don't see it. I don't see it. Like,
He was cool in Lance Cool match. Out of the two, at least, I would vote 08, 09 for sure.
Yeah.
For sure. Damn, dude, y'all didn't give TNA Jeff any love.
You guys said no teenager, please.
All right, this one, I feel like you would be interested to hear this one because you talked about it on the show a couple times. Are What Chance rude now?
What?
Yes or no?
What?
Do I?
Or What Chance rude now?
I believe so. Okay. I think with a lot of things, it comes with context. When you do it to a foreign person, I get it. You don't understand what they're saying, but like, in my opinion, wrestling, especially promos, are art.
Mm-hmm.
And you are mocking their art by sitting there and chanting what?
They can be rude in that context. That's what we've gone over. It's the context that matters. Let's see what the people said. They said yes. 67% said yes. What Chance are rude now?
I've seen a lot of. It's a big turn in recent. I think maybe even just like not even years, but like 2010s and 2020s.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah.
Are What Chance still rude if they're for Stone Cold Steve Austin?
What?
So would you answer yes or no to that?
What?
Perfect. I should have made that an answer choice, but I felt like that would have been the only one that got picked. No.
Yeah, because it's Stone Cold Steve Austin. I mean,
78% say no, they're not
It's like-
Stone Cold. I got to take it a step further and just dive into the next one right away because we're not leaving the topic of Stone Cold. Could Stone Cold ever get bald chance then?
I feel like he would get affectionate bald chants.
Yes. The thing with the bald chant that you have to understand is it only bothers those who let it bother them.
Yeah.
They tried it with Moxley and it died as quick as it started. They're like, okay.
I still remember his reaction. That's still ingrained in my head. Like,
okay. Well, everyone voted no to this, or at least 60%. I shouldn't say everyone. 40% said yes, he needs to get some bald chants.
I think he should get some bald, but like affectionate bald.
Yeah, for
bald,
sure.
Bald, not bald. It's the inflection's weird, but not ricochet ball chants. There you
Yeah. Those should just be reserved for him, maybe. Let's get to the next one. This one goes back to a through the table we ran early in Wrestling in the Middle. Like the first one I remember us doing, at least, or the third one, I think. Who will be a world champion in their company first?
Yes.
LA Knight or Orange Cassidy? Who would you vote for? I mean, it was
World
hard for me,
champion?
man.
Oh,
I feel like LA Knight was closer, but my vote had to lean towards Orange Cassidy because of his work rate, man.
Orange Cassidy's in a weird place right now. I also
Yeah.
he was off for a while, and now it feels like a lot of what was built up is kind of not been taken away. But when you're gone for so long, you lose that momentum.
Yeah.
LA Knight still. I mean, they both still get cheered a lot, but LA Knight still feels like he's in that conversation a
That's
little
what I
bit.
was saying. It's like I feel like he's closer to it at the moment. But if
I'd say LA Knight.
I gotta vote Orange Cassidy just based on the fact of like that work. That work. Orange Cassidy won this at 67% as well. 33% still believe in LA Knight, but 67% said no. We want a freshly squeezed champion. Which again, what was crazy about that and why we made the comparison, they're pretty close in age. They're just over 40.
Yeah.
That's wild. Who wins a Royal Rumble first, Braun Breaker or Lyra Valkyria?
Damn. Okay. It does look like I don't know. I was about to say that, but so Lyra obviously has Becky vouching for her backstage, right?
Yeah.
Braun seems to have Paul Heyman pulling for him. If he's going to get involved in this story and have him be a part of this, maybe even Seth too. Who knows? That being said, I'm gonna go with the cop out. I think they're both gonna win it at the same
year, 2027 Rumble, bro. I'm telling you. I feel like this is the 2027 Royal Rumble winners that we're looking at.
I think so. It's a cop out, but I
Yeah.
genuinely think that's what's gonna happen.
That's why I was bouncing my head. I was like, all right, but if I have to pick, by picking, I think I click on Braun Breaker because I do think I see it before. Likewise, I would rather see Lyra win one first.
Yeah.
But I think 2027 they're both going to win, and I think the women's Royal Rumble will be first on that card, so I will technically see her win it first. I'm clicking on Lyra.
That makes sense. That makes sense, actually.
80% agree Lyra is going to win it before Braun Breaker does.
That is crazy.
But 2027, look out. Look out. Will Cody Rhodes ever go back to AEW? Yeah, maybe. Who knows? Or no possible way ever. It's either or.
I don't want to say no possible way ever, but since that's the only no choice, I'm going to say no possible way ever. Just because he looks like he has some real, he's gone about it multiple times, saying there's a personal reason why he left.
Mm-hmm.
And it genuinely feels like every chance he gets, he adds another notch to that. Like, oh, this happened. Oh, this happened. Like, there's no way.
I just feel like I'd vote no possible way ever. But yeah, it's only in between. Yeah, maybe. Who knows? Because CM Punk went back to WWE and then Edge went to AEW. That switch up just literally told me, okay, anything can happen. But not this. Not this. No way. Everyone agrees. At least 73% agree. Cody Rhodes not ever going back to AEW. The big question will always be on that before I leave it. Is his name still on the paperwork of the owners and why we can't see who owns AEW? It's a conspiracy for you. Who's more likely to end up in WWE 4 years from now? MJF, Darby Allin, Hangman, Dana Garcia.
Darby will never.
Darby will never.
Darby
cross him off.
Cross him off. Daniel Garcia.
See it a little bit.
I don't know, man. I think he's still got 1 or 2 years where he could still go to NXT and then go up. but after that,
For
I don't see it. I just think he's too much of a wrestler's wrestler.
Yeah,
Um,
I see him in NXT, but that's about it. Yeah.
Hangman a little bit, but I feel like he's a real wrestler's wrestler.
And I mean, he was there at the jump. It would be cool, but MJF, I feel like, is just such a easy look for that.
Yeah, MJF. I think MJF will always be synonymous with having that possibility. Like, he's WWE coded, if you will.
Yeah, that's who I voted for, and that's who the fans majority voted for. 53%. 40% did say Daniel Garcia though, and 7% said Darby.
No one thinks Hangman, which is crazy.
No.
To be fair, Hangman is the main character.
Yeah, it's literally like
literally the main.
the first thing you see in AEW is Hangman with the phone. It's a thing. You had to be there. Next question. Should they bring back... I've been asking this forever. Should they bring back Great Balls of Fire as an NXT pay-per-view name? I needed this answer validated, so I had to ask. I vote yes.
Yeah, why not?
Everyone voted no against me. 78% say no.
Guys, okay.
I lose.
Listen. They bring back every old pay-per-view for no reason. Let this man have Great Balls of Fire.
NXT Great Balls of Fire, bro. All right, I had to throw one bonus in here, and it was kind of hard because I do feel like 2010 and 11 have their own credibility, but I asked out of the 4 options I could list. Best SmackDown versus Raw, 06, 07, 08, 09. And again, 09 was bouncing like, I should put 10 in here maybe.
Okay. Personal, even though I love ECW, I love that. I'm gonna say 07 just because that's the one I spent the most time on.
Yeah, I say I put more hours on that than any of them for sure. 2009 had its own nice je ne sais quoi because it had Taz, it had like cool Road to WrestleMania storylines, wacky ones. I loved the format, so I always felt it was underrated. That's why I put it over 10. But I eliminate that. 2008 featuring ECW, it was a cool thing. 2007 I spent the most on, but I vote 2006 because as I go back continuously, that one stays being my favorite. And I can't believe I'm about to say this. We always talk about SmackDown vs. Raw 2007 having the best soundtrack. I'm going to say 2006 actually had a better one.
Whoa.
Yeah, I might actually put 06 as better.
I'm going to put this out there because I told him for today's post on Instagram, I posted my favorite Tony Hawk soundtrack song.
Okay.
So this is my favorite SmackDown vs. Raw soundtrack song. I think it has to be "Forgive Me" by Versus the World.
Yes.
So like,
I voted 06. He voted 07. It was close between the two. 14-14 for 08 09, but 29% say 07, 43 say 06. It was just, it was unbeatable, man.
That was a good one, man. I like those polls. If you guys have any ideas for some polls,
yes,
feel free to shoot them to us on wherever you see us, YouTube, Instagram, X, Facebook, and we'll see if we can do this again.
Dude, we're definitely doing this again. I can't wait to do this again. This is really fun.
Yeah.
This is the first time On a Poll has been fun. This is the first fun On a Poll match you've ever watched. You're welcome. You're welcome. You can go home now.